Kariem
What's up, man?
Marbury.
Yeah.
You're my first guest, so you're honored.
Oh.
You get the first candy necklace.
Oh, man, I'm honored to have the first candy necklace. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm going to share this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I might just eat it now.
Just
but then I don't.
I would just wear it. You got to wear it before you eat it.
Wear it?
Oh.
Should I wear it? Okay, this...
There's no actual studio audience.
There's no... I got imaginary friends around
You
here.
do
so
that.
just...
I was talking to Snuff about this earlier today.
Really? How is he?
He's doing all right.
That's good. Did he clear up that snuffle?
He's got a sinus issue.
Again?
Yeah, and with Snuffleupagus guy,
yeah, that
can be fatal.
I heard something like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Why does it look like it's melting?
I heard how to, because
is this safe to wear?
It's very old. It's
well,
safe to wear. I don't know if
well,
it's
like
safe
bees
to
attack
eat.
me if I wear this thing?
I don't think it's safe to eat, but you can wear it.
Does it look like a choker, dude?
It is because it's for children.
Jeez, you trying to bring me back to
what is that? Oh,
Africa or something like that? This is a choker, dude? I feel like I should be wearing a Zulu
that's very nice.
spear to.
I don't know unless it's made out of candy cane.
This is really not helping my reputation, and now all of a sudden I'm gonna get attacked by by one of those communities. You know, it starts with an H.
There you go. That's all right.
And end with a.
You look like a surfer, actually.
Okay, surf is good. Surf is good. I'm just rock this.
I don't think I would.
I'm
wear
gonna fashionably, check myself out in front of these.
I don't think I'd wear that anymore if I were you. Really. Take it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's just way too gay. But I am gonna eat one.
You can eat it, and then you can floss afterwards with it.
Yeah, because I gotta wash my teeth. You know.
Yeah.
It already says I gotta keep my hygiene.
Otherwise, they'll start looking like candy corn.
Yeah.
Or chiclets.
Yeah. Chiclets are. You just totally touched my head.
I did. So tell me.
Yes.
Kariem Marbury. What are you most proud of in your life?
Wow. That I moved out to California. It was the best decision that I've ever made. I never felt freer in my entire life.
Can you tell me, where were you from originally?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland?
Born and raised.
Cool.
Yeah.
The capital of rock and roll.
That's right. It is the capital of rock and roll. Before we got the architecture to
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's right.
But they never did the induction ceremonies there because they think concerts in Cleveland are lame. I guess. I don't know.
Never lame. Did you check out the Flats, my friend?
It's kind of an insult.
Concerts over there all the time. Concerts over there.
It's like LeBron James just kicked Cleveland in the groin again.
Right. I still feeling in my left
ball
sack.
You guys have Drew Carey though. It's way better than LeBron James.
Oh, of course. Except he's white and don't know how to play basketball. But comedy rules everything. You know, if you're funny, you could just about have anything that you want.
That's true.
Including models.
That's true.
And food and money. Okay.
It does a lot for you, yeah. So Cleveland, you moved out here from Cleveland. Can you tell me a little bit about your move from Cleveland to California?
Wow. Well, actually, I moved with a couple of your friends after making the movie Toaster, which was the first film I was in, which I'm very proud of. I got booked. I'm not gonna say hired because I did get paid for it, but I got booked to be the General Electric's sales representative that comes to pick up the evil toaster. Yeah. Claims the evil toaster, and from there, after we finished the movie, Millstone Movies decided to take me with them on their journey to San Diego. Yeah. And we drove 3,000 miles all the way from. That's approximately how many miles it takes to get from Ohio to We packed up and we drove all the way out from Ohio to San Diego, California to set up our foundation for our new film production of Millstones. Yeah, you notice I said R? They included me into Millstone Movies.
Yeah, you were part of it.
Best thing ever.
Well, it could have been better.
it could have been better. Yeah. You know the story of us in dire need of apartment that we could not get because everybody's credit was pretty messed up, and including mine. You know, I hate identity theft. It really kick you in the balls.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you guys were back. You were packing it back up.
Yeah, we packed it back up, and every night I would go out to the ocean and look at the stars and just go, why? Why does this have to happen? And please, let me. I was talking to the stars like they were going to really do something. I was talking to the universe, outreaching to the gods if they existed. I never believed so much in my life, but I wound up going back home.
Yeah. But you came back out.
Right. I mean, the journey, the journey was incredible getting here. Yeah. That's why I'm like, why? I almost died like 3 times. And, one by a cop that pulled me over for being black.
That happens from time to time. Was that in L.A. or was that in Cleveland?
No, that was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Where I got pulled over. Well, no, I got pulled over twice. Okay, it was my fault, dude. I was speeding. I was carrying a gun.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
So I almost died because of that.
No, would you really get pulled over?
No, for speeding. I had to get to this birthday party. No, I had to get to this birthday party for my friend, good friend of mine, Marina, the girl I used to date.
Clopa.
Thanks for mentioning that. Thanks for mentioning. When are you gonna let that go? I'm not a clown, dude.
I know, but I don't think it means clown. It means earmuffs. I don't know why it means earmuffs exactly, but check. That's earmuffs.
Okay, warm clown is a metaphor for warm clown.
I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can tell us if Clopa actually means clown.
Please.
Because he had a Russian girlfriend that said Clopa meant clown.
Right.
But I've talked to a bunch of Russians. They always tell me that Clopa does not mean clown. So if you're out there,
please find out what Clopa means, please.
Clopa.
And whoever gets it, I'll give them a prize.
He'll give them a prize.
A prize, yeah.
Lifetime supply of homemade fudge.
Good one. I'll let you put your hand in front of my face right now. But anyway, I got pulled over. I got pulled over for speeding because I had to get to this birthday party that Marina was throwing for me.
Sure.
And I was just so excited. I was late for my own party.
Yeah.
It wasn't a birthday party. It was a party. It was my going away party to go down to San Diego. So I got pulled over for that. And then the cop gave me a ticket, whatever. I had to take care of it before I left, and I was like broke and all this stuff. And anyway, the second time I got pulled over was actually being too close to the people I was following. I was driving, my car and following Nathan Hodges and Mike Miletic on the way to San Diego, and down to St. Louis. I got pulled over for just driving too close. I learned a lot of things being on the road that time. I mean, I think I'm an expert at, honestly, driver's ed. You give me the test again, pass with flying colors,
See, now I had an incident in St. Louis when I was driving out here.
You too? High five. I'll let you put your hand in front of my face again. Okay.
I didn't get pulled over. That was my first night. So I took a nap because I wanted to take a picture of the arch, and it was too dark. So I slept in the parking garage near the arch, and it was freezing cold. And when I got up in the morning and took the picture of the arch, and it was still too dark, I guess, because the picture was just my head.
No, maybe you weren't in St. Louis. Maybe you was at like the extreme side of the North Pole where it never.
It could have been, but I got on the highway and it was morning rush hour, and there was a couple that were making out in the car on the way to work or on the way home. I don't know what they were doing, but he had his hands inside of her clothes while he was driving the car. He wasn't looking at the road at all. He had his lips and his eyes all over her. And it was one of the most intense, crazy things I've ever seen because they were driving at high speeds, going in and out of different lanes. And I just drove behind them watching because I was interested in whether they were going to crash. Not because she was hot and he was taking off all her clothes. Yeah. So anyways, St. Louis.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing.
True story. Weird.
Wow. That's so sad of how cops are so desperate to get money. They would pull a totally innocent bystander, over for just
following too close, huh?
Following too close and looking down girls' blouses.
Oh, well, no, nobody got pulled over. There was no cops. He got to work, I assume. Or he dropped her off at her husband's house. I don't know what the story was, but They were safe. They were good. So you got pulled over for following too close. What happened?
Oh.
It's the gateway to the west.
Yeah, he just gateway.
Gateway to
Oh,
the west.
gateway. Oh, gateway to the west. Yeah. You know, he just pulled me over. Was like, "Hey, dude, you too close."
Yeah.
And he gave me a ticket. He was like,
So that was 2 times.
"Don't
you
do it
got
next
pulled over.
time."
What was the third?
Oh, the third time. Oh, where I almost died.
Yeah.
Oh, going to Vegas, man. I'm so no. Actually, before I get to Vegas,
Yeah.
going to Colorado. I'm driving in the Rocky Mountains, man. It's all snowy, you know.
Yeah.
And like, besides grizzly bears, you know, like looking at me and salivating from their mouth because they wanted to eat dark meat.
Sure.
Okay. I'm driving. I don't know where I'm going. I can't even see Nathan anymore, you know, and I'm still driving close to him. I'm like, you know, like 3 millimeters that close. I couldn't see. It was just so. It was a blizzard outside. I'm driving on top of the mountains, and you know, and I'm sleepy. You know what I mean? I've been driving forever and ever, and finally, all of a sudden, I see this big truck in front of me. It's almost like Nathan's car transformed into this big 18-wheeler right in front of me before my eyes, magically. David Copperfield type of stuff. And I swerved, you know, immediately. And when you swerve, of course, you get the ice and the snow and stuff. And I started fishtailing. And yeah, that scared me. So I had to pull over. Yeah, we finally made it down the mountain because how would I get to Vegas, which I'm coming up with next? You know,
Vegas.
Driving to Vegas, I'm so excited. You know, we're going like 80 miles per hour.
Had you ever been to Vegas? Had you ever been to Vegas?
Besides talking wrong, you just spit in my face. Spat, past tense.
Spat. Yeah.
Spat.
Had you ever been to Vegas by this point? This was your first time?
This is my first time, so I'm overexcited. That's why I was like going 80 miles per hour.
Ooh. Yeah. In the desert, on a highway. Nobody goes that fast.
Nobody. Can you believe that? Just me. So I'm a hot rod.
Yeah.
Okay. Hands in the face again. Yeah. So I'm like going 80, and I'm all excited, and Nathan is going 100. So I was okay. My excuse for going 80 is I was trying to catch up to him.
Sure.
All of a sudden, you know, big 18-wheeler again. You know, I believe it was the same guy I met up in the mountains. He was out to kill me. I'm telling you. We're talking about like some what is that movie called? Duel type of stuff. I mean, dual action killer, serial killer type of stuff. You know,
Maximum Overdrive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this guy comes out from the freeway. I mean, out of nowhere. You know, he merges into the freeway, and I'm like, whoa! And he almost fishtailed me. He had like this big ass that was trying to knock my face off. You know, and I swerved and stuff, and I hit the brakes really fast because I got cat reflexes and I didn't die. Yeah. So, you know, that being my 4th time that I almost died. You know? And
although getting pulled over by a cop. I mean, I understand.
I almost died, man.
I mean,
Kent State. Think about it. Come on.
You go to Kent State.
You go to Kent State, most likely to be
shot by a soldier.
Shot by a soldier, or you know, let's just take it to the top, man, of a tree, with a rope around your neck. There we go. For speeding. Hey, one time I got called the N-word while walking up the street. It surprised me. I never encountered racism in my life. All of a sudden, I came to Kent State, and I was like introduced to a whole new different.
Yeah, you were in college, and you were called the N-word.
Called the N-word while going to work.
I've ever heard it. You know? Yeah. Where were you? It doesn't matter where you were working.
Oh, Country Kitchen, by the way. Country Kitchen.
Yeah,
Country Kitchen.
Country Kitchen. I don't think. Yeah, they'll sue us because they'll think that. You know, we're insinuating that they're racists.
Oh.
A country kitchen.
Oh, country kitchen. No, actually, that's not what I meant. I meant county kitchen.
Sure.
I got the name all wrong. Sorry.
That's all right, man. So you're walking to work, and somebody called you the N-word. That's your first encounter with racism.
First encounter with racism. I was shocked.
Tell me that story.
Well, I was walking, right, and it was at night.
Yeah.
Up the road, and I was smiling, so they obviously could see me.
Yeah.
And it was like, must have been thinking in their mind, that must be an N-word person. So they drove right past me, and it was like, N-word! I'm like, kept driving.
Wow.
I was like,
it was a drive-by racial slur.
That's right. Drive-by racial slurs. They're out now. It's worse than the mafia. It's worse than drive-by shootings. Drive-by racism.
Wow.
I just made that up. I just
it's on
made
the
that
rise,
up.
though.
It's on a rise.
Yeah. No, but what is
no,
that?
I didn't make it up. It was invented a long time ago.
Because that's something that I can't even imagine. Like it's not. There's no equivalent for somebody to be able to say something, that one word driving past me, that would make me. You know what I mean?
I didn't even feel anything. I mean, it was just like, wow. I mean, I saw this on a movie once. It's crazy, and I experienced it. It was like watching a movie.
Yeah.
That I wasn't affected by. Obviously, I was affected because I remembered it.
Yeah.
It was just a funny story.
But at the time, you just kind of let it roll off your back.
Right, let it roll off my back. And then, my second account of racism, I guess it was. I guess I gave this girl the N-word pass.
Mm-hmm. I've heard about that. Where like white people just really want to use the N-word. And so they go to their black friend and they're like, is it cool if I...
And then you press that button and give them that pass,
sure.
And all of a sudden, they're like an automatic N-word sock puppet, you know? N-word. How many times can you say N-word fast, by the way? Because I'm horrible.
I mean, if you're rapping, you can say it really quick, a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they turn into Eazy-E, basically.
Oh, yeah, Eazy-E. Eazy-E, totally.
Little white woman walking around going like,
man.
I slapped down.
That's right.
N-word.
Her blonde hair eventually started getting really curly. Cornrows, you know?
Yeah.
It's almost like she was intentionally trying to mess my mind up. The way she was using it. Like, some people, I have no problem with the N-word at all. It's just how you use it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I could say Dave in a bunch of different ways because I am an actor.
Sure.
And some ways could be very pleasant, while other ways could be very offensive.
Dave.
Right.
Or if you were like, Dave.
Yeah. I mean, I could touch your leg and be like, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
But it makes me uncomfortable still.
Oh, so that's like a 2020 kind of.
Yeah, you're trying to make me feel okay. Yet, I still felt a little cold inside. Like.
How about now?
Kind of like, yeah. Honestly, it's almost like a deep fried Klondike bar. It's hot on the outside.
I thought she was about to say chicken, man.
Frozen on the inside.
That's an interesting concept for a Klondike bar.
It's really good, actually. It's tasty. It's fair. Chicken Charlie's.
Chicken Charlie's. I'm never going to go there.
They're delicious.
In public.
It's delicious. It's so... Well, you have to.
I don't want to...
Only at the fair.
I could break in, put a ski mask on, get inside of there, get me some of that good stuff.
Some of the 4-H cows you can just
I mean, I don't want to be stereotyped, you know.
Yeah. Well, I understand that.
So
you don't want to be stereotypes of break in and steal.
I don't want to be stereotyped.
Tell me about the time, because you told me that you were called the N-word by a black guy one time, and it was, because this is another experience as a white guy, like, you know, you always hear white guys say this. I've never said it. Well, maybe I have when I was younger. I don't know, but I think it's stupid when people say it. They're like, well, they're allowed to say it. I don't know.
That's a strange.
So you were called that by another black guy, and he meant it in a way that was negative.
It was just like calling me the B word, you know, the female dog word.
Yeah.
The word that Snoop Doggy Dogg often say on the. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. But I mean, he didn't. Like, it wasn't with the G sound, it was with the sound? Is that what it is?
Yeah, which was really weird. He brought it back to slavery, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It kind of, yeah, that was kind of weird. Because I actually saw him turn white.
Was he scared?
Was he scared?
No, like, is that why he turned white? He was really...
No, he turned white when he
like
said the end. Like, when he put the R at the end, he turned white. I just felt kind of strange about it. But it's all in...
It's in the past.
It's in the past. It's in the how do you describe that when the voice is in the fluctuation of the words, how you express words and and that matter. Personally, I really don't. I just get offended by the way you express words, not necessarily by the words.
Yeah.
A lot of words could have a lot of meanings if given you put a certain emotion behind it.
Right. Well, speaking of words, tell me about the writing process of raps for you.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, I got to say, it's very exciting, mind-boggling, and cool. And this is the way I go throughout the process. It's all about the beat to me. It connects with my heart.
Yeah.
Once I feel that rhythm, I feel my scatting coming about, Got to be able to fill out the beat with my scatting. Onomatopoeia words, boom, bang, and just start coming up with the rhythm of words and finding rhythms within the beat that I can fluctuate with. And then they start transforming to words. And then once I got that whole concept out of how the rhythm is going to go, now it's time to actually think about what I'm going to say. And when I go about that process, what I want to do is, go out of the box. I don't want to say what everybody else is saying. It's rather boring, and I'm not about bling and stuff, unless it's a parody on bling.
Sure. Yeah.
Or cars, or women, or unless it's a parody, unless I'm requested to do that kind of material for comedic value or to make more money. But yeah, I try to go out of the box.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, I don't try to say what everybody else is saying, because there's more out there than those things that people typically talk about. The I guess the ordinary, or the mainstream rappers usually talk about, like. Because my influences are, some European artists out there. For example, even some American rappers out there, like Mos Def. I enjoy him. I enjoy CeeLo Green, actually. I'm very much influenced by that guy. I like Jay-Z. I like Kanye West. Because they could talk about both. They could go into the bling bling and crystal and stuff like that, and they could also talk about some other elaborate concepts. But typically speaking, the artists that I enjoy the most sometimes are those that don't even do rap. Like, I enjoy Gorillaz a lot. I'm a big fan of Gorillaz. I'm a big fan of the European artists like Bjork, Portishead, Gnarls Barkley with the Danger Mouse and CeeLo Green collaborating together. Even though they're not European from what I think CeeLo Green is American and Danger Mouse is American, but they make some European kind of music. I enjoy Tricky, so those are the various artists that I like, and I adapt to them. They have poetry that I like. I like the poetry in music. So first, I mean, in one lump sum, in one sentence, beat before rhyming with poetry out of the box. Was that in one sentence?
Yeah. A lot of comments, but one sentence.
It was a sentence, man.
It was a sentence.
Give me some credit.
I'll give you credit for it.
I'm going to eat one of these because I feel good about myself now. I'm going to celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate with that. There you go. Are they good? They've been in there for a long time. Like years.
My mouth's getting dry right now. It's like sucking up all the moisture.
I still got some water down there for you.
Is that sheepdog water?
Yeah. No, it's just water.
Any hair in here?
No, not yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Advertisement. But
Yeah, we don't want to plug that.
Advertisement.
We don't want to plug it.
Take a sip of my sheepdog water. Sheepdog water, everybody.
Sip too while you're getting one.
You know what you should have did? Should have made a label.
I want to get mugs. I'm going to get mugs for the second show.
You should have made like some sheep, stickers and just put it right on here. Just say, you should have just took a magic marker and just went like the Sheepdog Show. Shug it. Oh, dude, this. Are you getting this?
I'm not going to waste it all.
Oh, man. It's not a waste. It's going into your body. You know your body is made of 80% of water?
Yeah, but I don't want to pee on this show.
That's right. These are new pants. So, well, newish. Oh, well, I never washed them. I got them like a year ago. So they're still new to me.
So how do you feel like the influences have influenced your music? Can you give me an example of where a specific artist has directly impacted the way you wrote a specific part of one of your songs?
Honestly, I don't mean to be a kiss ass, but you have influenced me to be a better writer. No, honestly, because you told me, okay, because I had this, you remember the other character I had, the Green Ghost? Yeah. He was very poetic, Yeah. And by then, I was listening to Tricky, I was listening to these various artists, and I was listening to their poetry. So I was influenced by that. But then when I was doing these lyrics to you, I saw the question mark on your head. It was like, interesting, I like your delivery and stuff like that, But we need to simplify it. And I also heard this from a couple of other friends of mine, developing this character Poppin' Fresh, I mean, I listened to your stuff, which is pretty doggone good.
Well, gosh.
And, I adapted to that. I adapted that and made my stuff, simplified it more. And also the other members of Chalkskin. I'm just not going to give it up to you.
No.
Okay? I was listening to Prophet. I was listening to J-Man, but you the most.
Wow.
Well, you influenced me. And then, other people that helped me is Eminem. Why didn't I mention him before? That's like my dude. I mean, if I was a girl and I wanted to marry somebody, it'd probably be him. Okay, that's a little creepy.
You could be his next Kim. That'd be wonderful.
How about Kariem?
Kariem, yeah.
It sounded like Kermit.
That did sound like Kermit.
Yeah, but Eminem.
Yeah.
Yo, you really like that guy.
Well, he's kind of doing comedy rap.
He is. And that's exactly what I was following. Before I wrote my lyrics to the 40-ounce song, I listened to Eminem's D12 Purple Pills. Listen to the comedy and I'm like, oh, that's how you do it. I see him and Dave, the similarities coming about. Oh, so that's how they write. And plus, you, Dave, being a writer, I was really paying attention to that. I was monitoring. Let me tell you, buddy, because of the MC Chalkskin, Sheepdog David Grant way of writing, there you go.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I
put my nutsack on it.
I really feel like the whole group has really helped each other.
They helped you. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then you have Rich Prophet, with the hand up my butt, puppeteering me. You know what I mean? I needed that. I needed the direction. At first, I was rapping before, but when joining this group, let me tell you, man, it challenged me in various ways. And everybody, I'm listening to everybody and listening how they deliver and stuff like that. And just learning small things like how you flow with the beat was just crucial. And timing and, it's just a lot that Rich taught me. Live stage performance. Before I was holding my microphone like I was about to give like I was a radio announcer or a host of a show like this.
Yeah.
And it's much different than rap. You got to be all over it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I'm going to use my candy cane thing as an example. Even though it's kind of limp, I got to take that limp and I gotta control it and I gotta put it to my mouth. Mm-hmm. And I gotta really, really go at it now. get something out of it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Absolutely. So,
yeah, there's a lot to it. There really is. There's a lot to it. You can rap for decades and still be learning stuff.
Yeah. So,
especially since it changes so often, you know. Something new around the corner all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. For example, that mix track that we recorded, the Rap City thing, you know, I was influenced by that, and I heard the wave of music, the Rack City, Rack City, you know, and it just changes.
Speaking of which, what do you think of the lyrics for most mainstream music? Like, in general, lyrics. Where do you think mainstream music is today? I guess
it's on a tangent of repetition. It's all about something to make you dance now, rather than something you listen to. It's mostly club themed to make you dance. It's feel good. You know, this is the drug generation ADD YouTube thing. YouTube in a melting pot, collaborated together to make you dance, and that's what it's about. Dancing and feeling good. You know, it's not many lyricists out there today's time, which we would call the hip hop. There's not many hip hoppers out there. You know, and Rich gave me a breakdown of how some of that goes. You know, many people are like the Black Eyed Peas, for example. A classic example of if they don't do an update or a revision of a previous song. I mean, they're doing stuff to make people want to dance, so they go in that repetitive rhythm, you know.
Right.
Make you dance, dance. It make you dance, dance. Boom, boom. Break your back. Boom, that boom, boom, boom. That boom, that boom, boom, boom. Just driving that home, which is you know, and Rich imitated that in one of his current songs, "A Perfect Song for a Pole Dance" on the Payday album, which you can get on the
everywhere.
Everywhere. It's everywhere. Chalkskin.com. CD baby, get it, get paid. Okay, anyway, that was the end of that plug.
Yeah. I hope so.
Payday. Okay, now it's there.
But how do you feel like we compare Chalkskin? How do you feel Chalkskin compares to your typical mainstream music?
How we compare? We merged with them on a. We got all season. We're like seasoned salt, man. You put it on your chicken, and it just tastes so good. You know, we got something for everybody. We got our song that throws that sexual prowess, as Rich Prophet would say. We have our dance songs. All you want to do is just dance. We got some personal specific songs, you know, such as DJ Pop for one of his songs. And fluffy stuff, I mean, come on, dude.
Pretty out there.
It's pretty out there. But it's very philosophical and it's very important, by the way.
Right.
If you really listen to it. Everybody needs a little fluff in their life. Fluff will make the world a better place, and that's the message that you drive home with.
Right.
But getting back to what I was saying of how we compare, we're seasoned salt with a little bit of everything. You know, we got our like I said, we got our dance music, we got our sexual music, we got even nerdy music, man. For the iGeneration, the iGeneration is on the rise, man. Like you wouldn't believe. Everybody's playing video games. They want a piece of it, you know, and they just sitting home, you know, playing video games and. It's just something for everybody, and we have funny stuff to say as well. We got dope beats, man. Beats are just like whoop 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 chow, you know.
No.
That was an onomatopoeia, by the way.
That was an onomatopoeia.
That's right, Batman style. That's right. Action sounds. So, in conclusion, we got a little seasoned salt for the whole universe. Even the aliens out there, and I know they exist.
How'd you get started on Chalkskin?
Wow. Interesting story. Of course, you first of all, developing this MC Chalkskin character, decided to collaborate with me after hearing Green Ghost. Decided to see what we had. I mean, what I had. So he pulled me into the studio along with these other fruitcakes. I didn't know who the heck they were. You know, J-Man, Gay Man, I don't know what, Rich the Not It, or whatever, you know. Collaborated with these guys. We made a song 40 ounce, and then we made Hit the Floor. And we played it for our friends, you know, and they liked it. They liked the 40 ounce song. They liked the Hit the Floor song, you know. And they was hooked. All of a sudden, I get a call like a month later, like in December. I'm up in Crestline doing some work. Get this exciting message, and you had this long monologue like, Kariem, okay, I got this whole concept. Our band is gonna be MC Chalkskin, DJ Papa Fresh, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be rapping. We're gonna make a whole album, okay? And we're gonna have you as this ex-military character, and I'm gonna be this rapper that was from the boy band, and I joined this, and we collaborated together. We met in like school and stuff like that, or this hip hop concert. It's gonna be great. We've known each other ever since childhood, and we got this rich private guy, you know, that we're gonna have with us. No, it was DJ Papa Fresh and MC Chalkskin. Well, MC Chalkskin and DJ Papa Fresh first, and then, you know, we collaborated together, made this whole album, and it was pretty much MC Chalkskin and DJ Papa Fresh together, and with these features, Rich Prophet, J-Man, and we all did a whole album, Fresh Donuts. It was radical, funny, and with a lot of comedy and stuff like that. Packaged it, album, boom, out there.
How'd you feel when that album came out?
Oh, dude, I felt on top of the world. I mean, I wanted to punch something. So I just repeatedly would just punch myself in the face every now and then to make sure that I was awake. You know, I'm like, I am awake. This is really happening. So it felt good, dude. And pride. Here you go. Take that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You know.
Or your CD player.
Or your CD player.
Yeah.
Just don't smoke it while putting, because of the fire, and you burn down a house. Yeah. But yeah, man. It was and then it ain't over, because, you know, we started performing our shows and things like that, and came up with some great concepts. You know, the stage performance was just awesome. You literally had costumes for us to wear, and this is just totally exciting. We performed our
Scooby-Doo outfit.
Beginning of the Scooby-Doo outfit. It was just amazing, and we started doing these videos. You know, once upon a time, I had like this vision of performing on the stage. I mean, it was as Green Ghost though, but then, you know, I started to live that reality through your vision of finally performing on the stage, man. And I'm like, I just had a dream about this, you know, so I was pretty excited.
House of Blues in LA.
House of Blues, dude. We made it to the House of Blues. I mean, really though? Thanks for your awesome, brilliant planning. You know? It was genius. It was genius, you know. It was better than that transvestite who tried to get you to
it was better.
Take over for some other band. Why is there cars here? This car is coming through the studio right now. That's unfair.
It's marginally better than the transvestite, because she could have introduced us to Eddie Murphy.
That's true. And hey, man, you don't wear wigs, or
No
I mean,
more.
you would look cute in them.
Yeah. So, performing.
Oh, performing.
Yep. Go on.
Oh, no. See, but like I was saying, it wasn't over yet. Because you was like, hey guys, it's time to take this to the next level. It's time to get paid. Time for payday. It's like, what is that? And he's like, okay, this is the thing, man. We're gonna do this new album, which is a transformation of the band. And Kariem, got an idea. What do you think about the group named Chalkskin? We featured these Rich Prophet, J-Man so much that we should become a band. Should become Chalkskin. What do you think about that? I'm like, oh, dude, that's dope, dude. I want to massage you for that. So we named, you know, it was officially not DJ MC Chalkskin and DJ Power Fresh anymore. It was Chalkskin. And we did the second album, which was a huge sacrifice, especially on you. Jeez. I'll be glad when you recover.
Me too.
You know, hopefully this show helps Sheepdog David Grant recover from the misery of financial darkness. I just call it financial darkness. You're in the dark ages, boy.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. And so, you know, coming out with the second album with like better beats. I mean, we took it to the new level. Went to a better studio, a better sound, and things like that. Was somebody who knew how to mix and really knew what they were doing. Went to school, you know, Hookmaster, Jazz. Just collaborating with him at the Batcave, which is awesome. Took us on a new level. Recording our first song, Grape Drink, you know, and then Powwow, and then it just escalated. And we had this second pretty little package, you know, with a hot blonde chick in front of it. Payday. And again, just feeling on top of the world, man, it's just incredible to me. And you just keep taking it up to the next level. So, did that fully answer the question?
Yeah,
she was asking?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about your favorite songs.
My favorite songs. Let me see. I like Payday. I like Payday. It has this grindy guitar seriousness to it. When you first sent me the beat, I'm like, really? Are you serious? Okay, let's see what we got here. I listened to it and I saw the edge to it of that guitar. You know, so it had that edge to it. So I mean, I thought about the Eminem, some of the Eminem songs, like, you know, the America song. You know what I mean? And how it hit hard. I mean, how it hit home. And it's more that serious kind of thing. You know, this is it. We're out for blood. We're out to get it now. You know. So Payday was the first one. And, you know, we did obviously a great job at that. You know, lyrically and all that stuff. Another song of mine that's one of my favorites. And I have to be selfish about this, man. Is Oorah. Is Oorah. Because Aaron, what is this?
France.
Aaron.
France.
Mm-hmm. I apologize, Aaron France, for that. Apologize and all. 2 cameras. I'm not going to get into your camera because you might punch me in the face. But Aaron Francis, he came up with the concept because he's a ex-military person, ex-Marine, and he was like, hey, it'd be cool for DJ Problem First, since he's an ex-Marine, to since he played a character of an ex-Marine, he should come up with a song that's specifically made for the military, like something that the military could dance off of, you know. And you delivered this message to me, and then I executed it.
Yeah.
By doing research, like you recommended, and really grind with this research, and I put all these words together, and created an awesome story out of it, man. So I'm really proud of that piece. Let me see. You know, I really like Grape Drink too. Grape Drink is just an overall silly song about the product that I grew up with living in the ghettos of Cleveland, Ohio. Grape Drink. Not Welch's.
No.
Purple stuff. Grape Drink, you know? So I just like that, and how we just elaborate on that concept. You know, everybody's just so zanious and silly, you know?
Where did that song come from?
It's just your story. Once again, it evolves around Dave. But yeah, after our performance at the House of Blues, you decided to take us out for a celebration at Pinky's. But you know, Pink's Hot Dogs, man. I keep messing that up. Why do I think Pinky in the brain all the time? Pink's Hot Dogs. You took us out for a celebration. It was you, I, J-Man, and Stella.
Yep.
And I was just full of adrenaline at that time, and I was talking to the phone with my past manager. We're at Pink's. I wasn't hungry. And after you finish ordering something, I'm sitting at the table, and boom, you slam this orange soda like right on the table. I'm like, dude, come on. Really? Really? Kind of pointing at my face for indication. Really? Orange soda, man? And then here you are, you blacker than I am. You know, you drinking a grape soda. And you was like, dude, I love grape soda. This is what I grew up on. I'm like, dude, why don't you just make a song about it? You know, really. He was like, okay. And you just started freestyling, dude. Guy's a great freestyler. I mean...
Well, I'm okay. I mean, give me time.
No. I honestly think that you come up with some very cool comedy with your freestyle, bro. I mean, and I'm just I think so. I don't care about what any of these people think out here. You know, my sheepdog could rap like Santa Claus. Presents, wrapping the packages up, delivering the gifts, freestyle magnificent comedy, baby. That's what you do.
Sure.
Anyway, so you started freestyling about this grape drink, and you was really on to that, man. And then J-Man got involved. And I'm like, well, hey, I might as well start beatboxing, man. My name is DJ Papa Fresh after all, so I started beatboxing, boom, boom. And Stella's all recording it. You know, we having a good time. It started getting amped up and everything, and all of a sudden, hey, what are you guys doing? We got stopped, obviously, by security because we got so excited about it. You know, security guard asking us questions and all that stuff. And eventually kicked us off of the premises. But that's how it got started. From you rapping those lyrics out. And
we didn't use any of them.
No, we didn't. Like, what was that one thing that J-Man said? Skeeting in the sink, dude?
Yeah.
He was really determined to get that in there. It's like skeeting in the sink, dude. Skeeting in the sink. Think about it. Skeeting in the sink. He was really trying to get that in there.
Yeah.
See, that's what you call mainstream rap. J-Man, stay away from it. I'll punch you in the face, man. I'll mess up that pretty little instrument that you got on your neck.
That organ.
On your head.
Organ that you carried.
That neck. That's how it got started. You know, and then you threw the idea to Rich, and he was just all over it. I mean, he ran down the alley naked on a cold winter day.
Yeah, that's where the thong line came from.
That's right. And he never shriveled, man. He never shriveled.
Never.
That amazes me.
He looked like a homeless man with a long scarf.
He did eventually get cold around the neck, so he just wrapped that around his neck.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Tell me about Fluffy Stuff.
Fluffy Stuff. It's a rather personal song. We go deeper with Papa Fresh. And he expresses his infatuation for the fluffier things in life. And I do mean fluffy. No, not metaphorically. I mean fluffy things like pillows and puppies. Fuzzy slippers with Tweety birds on them, specifically. Fluffy drawers. He gets fluffy coats. Fluffy dice in the mirror. Fluffy tank. On the outside, fleece. And the inside, triple down geese. Which is actually a line of Fluffy Stuff. I just wanted to throw that at you. Yeah, so it's talking about, but it's more than that. It's more than that. He speaks about his philosophy on his fluffosophy, as he calls it. The reason why he talks about this stuff, and it hits home in a real direction of how these fluffy things, confident, pop and fresh character as he was growing up. You know, he dealt with a lot of hard cut corners in his life, being bullied and things like this, and being called names because he was a little weirder than the average kid. But what comforted him? I just heard something else crazy. Yeah. Probably fluffy things. Walking on the roof of the garage. Anyway. Those things that comfort him in life were fluffy things, you know? Like he'd go to sleep with his teddy bear and his thumb in his mouth, you know? And, sometimes he would carry like little teddy bears, you know, with him in the Marines. Why not? So yes, and an extension of that, he's just basically saying like, fluff makes the world a better place.
You have a
no, but he says, you know, fluff make the world a better place. Yeah. You know, so if everybody had a little fluff in their life, they'll be confident, just like I have. I mean, just like the character DJ Papa Fresh have as he's grown up. You know, it just comforts people. You know, grab a beanie baby and have a pillowcase. You know, get your, we fluffy celebrating. Get your squishy on. We fluffy celebrating. It's a whole celebration of the fluffier things in life. Yeah, so that's what the song is about.
Now you have Rahis Khan.
Rahis Khan.
Playing Talbot. He's a Talbot master from India. Lives in San Diego. How did that come about?
Wow, Rahis. Again, I mean, okay, I got to put you on the spot all the time. I mean, but you brought this guy in, because of your belief. You said this needs a certain sound, and you demanded that, and you got what you wanted. Well, luckily. Well, you bring this guy in, Rahis. He was originally supposed to play his instrument. That's all he was supposed to do. But he was just so driven by the beat and the whole concept of what you were trying to do that all of a sudden he took, this instrument and made it this instrument. He vocally just started singing on the microphone. He got so excited about the project, he just started singing. And I can't nearly sing as good as that guy, but he killed it, man. He killed it. Wow, that's how that came about. That's how that came about, of him doing that awesome thing on that track, for this little money,
Yeah.
and this much passion, created this much, product. It's insane how lucky you got on that day. But that's what passion does. And I'm just so thank you, Reese, for doing that for us. Really, really appreciate it from the bottom of our chalkiest hearts. That's how that came about.
So tell me about DJ Poppin' Fresh.
DJ Poppin' Fresh. DJ Poppin' Fresh is a close friend of MC Chalkskin, or Whitey McChalkskin. They grew up as kids together. They met each other at a hip-hop concert where Grandmaster Flash was performing. Both like Grandmaster Flash because he is the... ever since then, they've just been collaborating and doing like little music together. I mean, not so much as DJ Poppin' Fresh being a rapper, because it was MC Chalkskin always been the rapper when we was growing up, and he just beatboxing and doing like little beats for him. For example, one of our tracks we put out in Fresh Donuts was what was that track? Yakety Yak.
No, it's called Don't Hassle Me.
Don't Hassle Me. Yeah, Don't Hassle Me. Okay. That was pretty lame that I gave out the wrong name for our first song that we made together.
Yeah. Just
don't slap me.
I won't.
Okay. Because your hand would be in the camera again. It wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't.
So yeah. As I was saying, we grew up together. Eventually, when you decided to collaborate this band, you decided to bring along the person that you feel would be a great dynamic duel with MC Chalkskin before he changed over his name from his boy band to MC Chalkskin in this group. He thought that DJ Poppin' Fresh would be a good instrument in this because he DJs a lot. All of a sudden you discovered that this guy could actually rap. Coming from the ex-Marines, this guy could actually rap, and you decided to expand on him a little bit, and we became a good dynamic duo of DJ Poppin' Fresh and MC Chalkskin. So DJ Poppin' Fresh is like a DJ / rapper. He's the crazy kind of soft character of the band with a really weird voice, which is still a myth on how his voice even got that way. Several myths. He got caught in a hurricane. He was wrestling a shark. Let me see one is. He got a butterfly stuck in his throat.
Damaged in the war.
Yeah, or he swallowed some mercury or something like that. Just all kind of things. A bomb exploded in his stomach. I think that's one thing, which is kind of like, are you scared a little bit? But anyway, several myths. So he's that guy. He's that crazy / lovable guy that the audience sort of go, oh, for, he's really tough on the outside. But he has a sensitive side to him. Like, he's in the military, he's kicking butt. But, he likes...
He kind of broke.
Yeah,
military.
Yeah, he kind of broke in the military.
Yeah, they kind of put him in a padded room.
Right.
Which you refer to in Fluffy stuff.
Right. Made a song about padded rooms.
Yeah.
In the first album, Fresh Donuts, and then the second album, I do a callback on that in reference to it in Fluffy stuff.
In some ways, he's kind of comfortable with that.
Right.
Vulnerability.
Right. He's very comfortable with that vulnerability. Yeah. So this guy's gentle. So that's who he is. Now, going in the history of that, DJ Papa Fresh, original name was Darius Leonard Jackson. Okay. He grew up in the south side of Watts, which is a very rough area. So living a gloomy life. Pretty much with a kind of low self-esteem, weird kid, you know what I mean? That listened to Beethoven and fond of ballet and like little puppies and things like that. He grew up with this sort of gloomy life with a very strict mom. It was like almost, militant. Single mom. That's why he didn't really grow up with a father figure. But yeah, but his gloomy life, his strict mom, who loved him very dearly, she only did that to help him grow better, led him to wanting to join the Marines, to just find something to do with his life. He had nothing else going on, so it's like, heck, I'm going to join the Marines. And joining the Marines led him to a liking of really being so passionate about it that they pushed this guy up to being a lieutenant, So he's in charge of people now. Instead of being charged or, being directed. He was directing people. He was the one that did the orchestra. So being this awesome lieutenant, unfortunately, this created like half of his edge. This is where he started having this dual thing with his mind, just a little bit, but it didn't peak over until unfortunately he got dishonorably discharged from the Marines due to a freak accident that involved an explosive in the boys' shower room. Now, after this bomb went off, he just snapped. His mind just snapped, and he got put into a nut house, Section 8. And they doped this guy so full of drugs, and in between that and in between living this life experience every day of, recalling this incident of what happened in his head, and between the things that was going down in the Marines, of the disgusting things that he had to do, in order to follow orders, in order to keep that position of being a lieutenant. And it just all messed up his mind, and which is hence why he made up this thing about padded rooms, introduces himself in regards to, in relation to his military life and his padded rooms of what he grew up in, So yeah, in a nutshell, that's Darius Leonard, or that's DJ Papa Fresh life right there. So that's DJ Papa Fresh life, and after leaving the nut house, flying on a whim, Chalkskin, MC Chalkskin sort of just took him by the hand and pulled him along and just invited him into the comforting zone of knowing that he does have support, now that he's been excommunicated from the Marines forever, and to collaborate with him and doing something else where he sort of has some kind of leadership and creativity, DJing, which he was fond of in the past, and then it led to rapping, so definitely mom got something to be proud of in this guy, because he went from being this nobody, not really believing in himself, to a somebody. So that's the magnificent life of DJ Papa Fresh.
Now, how does his life, how does that compare to your life?
Well, I sort of grew up the same way, homie. I'm the one that was bullied. I'm the one that was the outcast. The one that sat in the corner kind of, the one that had a little trouble communicating, the one that the girls did not oogle over, the one that wore the same clothes because he didn't have anything to wear, and growing up in a poor family and stuff like that, rocking like a half Jerry curl, half afro. You know, I'm very similar to that character, except without the weird voice. And you know, I was known as, you know, the slower kid because the slower kid, or the kid who couldn't read very well, the kid who was poked fun at because of my anti-socialness. I mean, I feared, you know, the socializing thing. I was very introverted because I guess, you know, the experiences of being pushed around, you know, it sort of make you, you know, fear a lot. But over the period of time, I mean, I was one of those stars on the bandwagon that eventually succeeded up to the level. I mean, let me just tell you what happened after, I mean, growing up, honestly, there's a lot of drug trafficking going around, you know, within our environment, and then it led to going in our house. And as a result, police came in and boarded the house up because of drug paraphernalia, because of drug trafficking. And I got put into a foster home. Now, luckily, I didn't get arrested because I was in the hospital, you know, after a severe asthma attack or whatever, you know.
Wow.
But suddenly I came home and discovered that my home was boarded up. I had no place to go. But I had no place to go anyway because of all the drug trafficking and stuff like that. The only reason why I actually came over to the house is to feed my two little sisters.
How old were you in this?
Oh man, I was like 12 or something like that. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with 6 brothers and 2 sisters. Big family with one mother.
Yeah.
And she was like a mother and a father to me. And, you know, she's my best friend, you know, because she's so loving and she cared, and she's so true to me. She's so real with me. So she helped me grow up half of my life. Then I went over to the foster home, and my foster mom raised me up, you know, for the rest of my life to become the guy that I am today, which I think is a responsible individual, a good black man. And a lot of black men are looked down upon because of certain things, like not being really supportive to their kids or whatever. But you know, I stand up and I say, hey, I'm one of the ones that grew up with a clear head. You know, I'm not in jail. I'm not on drugs. I will support my kid if I ever had one. And look, I'm doing acting. I'm fulfilling my dream. It may not be the dream that some people exactly want. Well, that used to be the past, but now they're all gung-ho for it.
Yeah.
So everybody supports me. One time my foster mom just looked at me like, what the heck are you doing with your life, man? You going to be an actor? I mean, you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer, something like that. But eventually I made her start believe. She gives me a call one day and she says, hey, you know, just want to let you know I'm proud of you. Do your thing. And man, that just set me free. Wow. Set my mind free. So I guess in a nutshell, that's kind of how DJ Papa Fresh relates to me. As he became this guy who lived the gloomy past, but who grew up and made an amazing life happen to himself, making his parents proud. You know, I too grew up with that gloomy life, and I'm succeeding by doing my acting and what I really want to do. And so far, hey, it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. I mean, eventually things will pick up. It's just a matter of time, bro. A matter of time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean,
yeah.
I've been accepted to doing your show, which is pretty cool. You know,
It's fun
because it's art. It's what my best friend. You know. Hey, man.
Your twin.
My best twin. I have no other twins.
No other twins?
I only have you as my twin, so it's with my twin, man. So, and hey, I did other stuff like Are You Scared? You know.
Tell me about Are You Scared?
Oh, Are You Scared? Are You Scared? From the top is about 6 teenagers who get kidnapped and placed in this abandoned warehouse. They wake up, discover themselves in a warehouse. It's kind of creepy at first until they found out that they're on this reality TV show where they can actually win prizes, but there's one challenge that they have to face to overcome their fears, their phobias. No problem, whatever. Until things start to get radically creepy when kids start really dying. So now their game goes from facing my fears to win a prize to the only prize being is to survive and escape from the abandoned warehouse. Pretty creepy. So it's kind of like Saw. Everybody was comparing it to Saw and IMDb, like, oh, Saw, they're ripping off Saw. No, it's not a rip-off, fool. It's not a rip-off. This is a reality TV show, homie. What torture porn?
It's the same genre.
Same genre, torture porn.
Yeah.
I play the role of Jason, the smartass, you know, the asshole. I'm not gonna say token black guy, okay?
No.
Yeah. Even though I was a token black guy, I saw it as more than that.
Yeah.
It was the asshole, you know. Got fun. I'm not like that. I'm not like that for real.
Right.
That's acting, baby.
You don't generally moon people.
I don't moon people. Well, maybe my sister. No, I don't really moon
I mooned my sister one time.
Oh, did you? Oh, high five. Hands in the face again. Okay, like that, yeah. But yeah, I got to play the role of Jason. 4 great days. Great death scene.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But hey, you can check out some of this spoiler on the trailer of Are You Scared? Just go to areyouscared.com and you see it. No, actually, it's on YouTube. It's not that huge. It's on video, dude. But it got exploited a lot on...
yeah, tell me about... you were on blackhorrorstereotypes.com, I think is the website.
Black Horror Stereotypes, dude. Let me tell you.
You were a black horror stereotype.
Right. You pointed that out to me. I get this call, hey, you know you're on blackstereotypes.com, blackhorrorstereotypes.com. I'm like, really? Check it out. And indeed I was. And what I saw on there, they were just bashing the media about these stereotypes that they're constantly, they keep putting in this industry. And why, and criticizing. It's wrong, blah, blah, blah. You know, they didn't say anything about blonde stereotypes or anything, or the nerds or the geeks. You know, they point at black stereotypes or whatever. But I'm on there and I saw it and I'm like, ha ha, I got a kick out of it, dude.
The street thug.
The street thug. They call me the street thug, dude.
Yeah.
But I got a kick out of it. Why? There's no such thing as bad publicity, especially when you're unknown.
Yeah.
Because
it's at Kariem Marbury.
Yo,
right next to Ice Cube.
Right next to Ice Cube, Coolio,
yeah.
Busta Rhymes, Ice-T. You know, I'm like, dude, this is so cool. Because I got more Google searches now.
Yeah.
This is great, you know? Possibly some comments on YouTube. Still waiting for them, so maybe y'all want to help me out here. I need some hits, man. Come on.
We need some hits.
Really need some hits. Hit that.
I could use a hit or two.
But yeah, I felt great about it. And you want to know something? I don't downplay stereotypes. Because once upon a time, I went to a little office of Ducklit Productions and I met Donnice Wilson. And she manages that guy in 227. What is his name, dude? I feel so bad because I got a scholarship from 227. But he's the brother of Mark. Let me see, Mark K. Williams, or cousin or something like that. Mark K. Williams. Man, you know, but it's the father on there, the American icon of African American father figure on there. Man,
I know 227 was a...
Jonathan, don't punch me in the face for this, man. Because Jonathan, a friend of mine, he's related to this guy. Is that Freddy Krueger scratching the bars or something?
No, but
yeah.
I remember it was a 227 was a spinoff of the Jeffersons. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Florence the Maid was the main character, but I don't remember who the.
Yeah, man.
was.
You know, I want to really hit myself in the face. What's this guy's name?
That's all right.
Anyway, my apologies. But I know the guy's face. And, you know, meeting this guy and meeting this manager, you know, this woman, she told me the greatest advice in the world. She was like, hey, you play a stereotype, you do it well. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the stereotype, as long as you do it well. Some people win Oscars from stereotypes. Check this out. What did Denzel Washington win a stereotype for?
Yeah, Training Day, right?
Training Day. Come on, he was a thug.
Right.
But won an Oscar for that. Now to start my career off.
Well, Pacino's known for playing. You know.
Yeah, Italian gangster. Come on.
Well, he played Tony Montana.
Yeah.
He's Italian and he's playing a Cuban, and it was a Cuban stereotype.
Right.
So it's really
Cuban stereotype. Yeah. So I really don't care as long as I do it well. I got pride in my art enough to avoid bickering and cultural controversy and stuff. Like, it's me, you know. That's what I do. It's all about the role. It's not about a stereotype to me. So I was honored by that, and you know, thank goodness she told me that. Because at first it was like, what would they say, you know? And I was like, what would I say?
It was kind of acceptance, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really was.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we have Chuck Castro who helps us out with so many projects, and he met you a few times before he realized, because he was like, I know this guy from a movie. I've seen this guy in something. He looks familiar, and he's a big horror fan. So he was a fan of Are You Scared? He'd seen it several times.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I was talking to him one day, he was like, what has Kariem been in? Because I've seen him in something. I was like, well, if you've seen him in something, it's probably Are You Scared? He's like, that's it.
Yep.
So, you know,
absolutely.
It's not a huge movie, but for horror fans out there, if you're looking for something that I really liked it, I enjoyed it because the acting was good, the special effects were good, the story was decent, but it's a horror movie, so it doesn't need a great story. It just needs great acting, great special effects, and suspense, and it had all those things.
Oh, and hot women.
And hot chicks.
Yeah. Pretty much just hot chicks. I mean, I could just watch a horror movie with hot chicks.
Sure.
You know. That role was originally for a white guy.
Really?
Tons of white guys auditioned.
Well, that's what's crazy because it's known as a black stereotype, and yet it was a white guy role.
It was a white guy role.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I came in and it hit some kind of chord. But, you know, I wound up getting the role. See, I first got introduced to the role by a past manager. Not that this is irrelevant to the subject, but related to the subject in a way. Kind of, sort of. Okay, I got the role through the past manager, you know, Andrew Libby. He told me, yeah, got this great role for you. Check on the LA cast. And I checked it out. Oh, Are You Scared? Oh, cool. And it happened to be under a friend of his, Stephen Helgoff. Now, there's no connection between that and them doing favors for me because I got it on my own merit.
Right.
Because hey man, I'm an actor, okay?
Yeah.
I could bleed black. I could bleed black. I can bleed black. Because I'm so black. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I got black licorice blood.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem convinced.
No.
Anyway, regardless of, went in there to this cast director, boom. Nailed the first time, nailed it the second time. Second time, it was like, hey man, yo, we might have you on the trailer of the movie. I'm like, oh, get out of here, guys. I'm saying all that. Indeed, I got put on a trailer of the movie, dude, because they thought.
Deep as Jason.
Right. No, man. Forget that. I'm gonna sue you. The thing I like about this guy, Andy Hurst, which is the director of Are You Scared? He's a really cool English guy. That, you know, just first of all, I just had an amazing experience on the set. Cast, crew, director, producer. Yeah, everybody's just so cool. Cool 4-day shoot. I even got to hold a boom mic for one of the scenes. They let me hold a boom mic, you know. That's because it was a non-union project, you know, which is pretty cool. So they let me hold a boom mic, and, you know, it was cool. In fact, I'm still keeping in contact with like some of the people. For example, Andy Hurst. I give him a call. You know, he has a kid now. I believe the kid is like 4 years old now. And so he's all happy. Every now and then I plug in a call. Hey, how's it going? You know, say, oh, everything's all right. You know.
Oh yeah.
Is that how they talk?
Sure. Everything
is okay, right? No, that's like, it's like Australian. I need to work on that. Anyway. And, you know, so I give him calls. I still keep contact with some of the cast members. Let's see. We got Brad Ashton. Still keep contact. I think that's the only one I keep in contact with because I lost all the other numbers, dude.
That's a good point, man. You made an excellent point.
Brad Ashton.
I keep in contact with a bunch of the cast members.
Yeah. But at least two, man. At least one.
One cast member.
One.
At least one.
I connected with.
You connected with
the other ones. You know, my phone got damaged. I lost their numbers. Hey, what can you do? But I had all the cast members' numbers. Yeah, good like that. Tight. I'm helping Brad move a pool table like next week. So
it's like getting the sequel. Are you still scared?
Are you still scared? Yeah.
That pool table's gonna kill you.
Every time, I mean, you know, every time we see each other, we you know.
I'm afraid of billiards.
Yeah, yeah. I'm afraid of lights.
He was afraid of the dark, wasn't he?
He was afraid of the dark, you know? So sometimes I just turn off the light, you know, in his house. Sometimes, and he freaks out. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was in character. I'm sorry." You know? So yeah, man, it's fun. Still, it was a great experience, you know. That's the whole "Are You Scared" experience.
What do you like doing better, movies or music?
Gotta be movies, man. I'm gonna say music for a second. It's because it's starting to get to me. It's like that Chalkskin thing. That's why my skin is so ashy today.
Yeah.
Because I got chalked. Yeah. I got chalked. Anybody see the YouTube commercial?
Probably not. No.
Yeah, that was a good effort to plug that in, though.
Yeah.
It need more hits.
Needs more. Link.
But yeah, I like movies more.
Yeah.
Because I like telling a story through a character. I like the emotionally driven journey that creates a catharsis for the audience at the end. I like doing that. I like telling a story.
Yeah.
By breathing this life on these, breathing life into these two-dimensional characters that's on this script, you know?
Yeah.
Really fascinates me. That's how I got inspired to be an actor. I mean, watching other actors, you know, Denzel Washington, Brad Pitt, which is by far like one of my favorite actors because regardless of this, it's all about this, you know what I'm saying? The dude just dives into any role. He messes himself up. Did you see that movie California?
Yeah.
Spelled with a K? Oh,
yeah.
Dude. Totally twisted himself up. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. This dude is walking around bald and fat and ugly, you know?
Oh, this is his face superimposed.
No.
Another guy.
No.
Yeah.
What?
CGI, man.
No. That was him, dude.
CG.
That was him. Messed up his whole face. Got it ran over by a car. I know the deal. I know this method acting.
How'd you get into acting?
Oh, how did I get into acting? Well, it all started with this play that I was in at Cleveland Heights High School. It was called The Wiz. It's like the black version of The Wizard of Oz. You know, they always jazz it up like that.
What part
black folks, they always nickname it, you know. Not The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz. Yeah. It's funky.
Sure.
So whenever you see something short-termed, anything, it could be like butter. It could be like burr or something like that. Like, oh, butter, black person, you know.
I can't believe it's not butt.
High five, hands in the face, like it. Can't believe that, but yeah.
What part did you play?
So I played Lord High Underling, which is a character that wasn't written in the original Wizard of Oz. He was like the Wicked Witch of the West sidekick, Lord High Underling. And that was bad, dude. I was like, yeah, welcome, the Wicked Witch of the West. And I was all big and stuff. And I had a general uniform on. Kind of like DJ Pop.
Okay. Yeah.
If
couple
he was
ranks high.
Couple ranks. Yeah. Kind of like that.
Sure.
Don't try to outsmart.
They both had uniforms.
Don't even do that. Hey man, I'll hit a host.
You will. I've seen you do it.
That's right. And that one thing, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna tell you what it was in. You'll find out. Anyway, geez, Lord High Underling, great character, man. He carried around a whip, and I got to snap it every now and then. Whoosh, you know, it was pretty intense, man. I learned about whip snapping. Tore the whip up. That's my favorite whip too. That sucks. I want another whip. But yeah, man, super bad dude, and he was all big, and his improv skills was just like on. It was just I had a knack for that dude. I just had so much fun being on that stage. One time, incident occurred where we was in a dress rehearsal, and I'm like bossing the Winkies around, pushing them around, saying, "Hey, drag the thing over the other side of the stage with the Wicked Witch of the West, carry the throne," or whatever, you know, whatever I was saying.
Yeah. All
of a sudden, one of the Winkies, they like knocked over a piece, like this big pillar just come crashing down, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And I grabbed it because of my cat reflexes, and I, pushed it back up, and I'm like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" Blah blah blah. I think this happened. Let me see. This happened twice. Once in a live performance and once in a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Where I was just improvising, because I was so in character and stuff. And people just howled. It was really, got some claps and stuff like that. And, a couple of teachers came to me and was like, "You really got a knack for acting, dude. You should really pursue that." And I was like, hey,
Sure.
Now I didn't pursue it at first when I first went to college because I got these influences and stuff. I was on a full scholarship too. Got a scholarship straight out of high school. 4 years of any school I want to go to, and didn't pursue that for like 2.5 years. Then finally I was like, forget this, man. I'm gonna do it. And there I was. Off I went to this journey of acting, man. And that came from the birth of inspiration from actors like Denzel Washington, other actor, Robin Williams, Al Pacino. Name some other actors.
There's a lot of them.
But just name some.
Mel Gibson.
Inspiration.
Chris Rock.
Inspiration.
Carrot
Inspiration.
Top.
Before you even
Carrot
said
Top. Isn't it?
Inspiration.
Larry the Cable.
I dyed my hair orange, man. Larry the Cable Guy.
Whew.
I had myself a butt crack. Gained 200 pounds for that. Had a plumber's crack.
Mm-hmm. So,
hey man, that was all about it. That's what inspired me that's how I first got into acting, But before that I actually went to an acting class because it was part of our extracurriculum class that we had to take, So I took that, the acting thing, and first scene I did, performance-wise, was, what was that? The Odd Couple. Which is kind of like Toaster,
Sure,
Yeah. And then, doing that during high school, and then, just getting that first feature that you pulled me into was just awesome, dude. Playing that GE, right?
Now, you were a business major, I think, or psychology major.
I was a psychology major, dude. I was like, first it started off
which is
sociology.
Funny, he was a psychology major.
Yeah. That was really funny. First it was teaching. No, when people influence you to do something legit and well worth it, you know, ugh. You know, my foster mom was like, hey, do something like some teaching or something like that, you know, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, okay, I can do that. I like kids, you know, I could deal with that, but I'm missing something out there. Something else that I'm missing, you know. Finally, Brother Wiggins, as I call him, you know, he came up to me and was like, boy, look at you, man. Look what you've been through. You've been through the foster home for 7 years, and you gonna do this? Just don't do what you don't like, man. Do what you want to do. That was my boy, by the way. He died. Moment of silence for Brother Wiggins. Okay, that's it. But yeah, that was an inspiration in my life. I like that guy. He's really animated. He was really comedic and stuff. And I always enjoyed watching him. He was like an actor, you know. And he would tell me these stories of the past, and the way he would tell them would be so elaborate and detailed where you're almost there. You can taste it. You got it, you know. And you talk about this tour bus that he went on with Michael Jackson and being with the Jackson 5s and how they used to like take now and laters and put them on a spoon and then melt it and eat the stuff and you know, just all of these great stories of where he used to perform on stage. I mean, this guy used to perform. He used to do this little act where he had this little flea performing with him, and he used to perform with him and tap dance and stuff like that. And this whole thing was he would tap dance and the show would be over when he accidentally steps on a flea, you know.
Oh, man.
And yeah, poor flea. Huge guy too. I think he's almost your size. Now just imagine like your size, but with the black face put on you. Can you imagine that? I know I can.
Sure.
It's really vivid in my head right now.
Yeah.
But drawing back to that, talking about the Brother Wiggins situation, yeah, those are big influences of my life, and that's jeez, where was I at? What was the question?
That's all right. Tell me about your mom.
My mom. Well, my mom was I had like 2 moms. I had 3. No, I had 2 moms. Yeah, 2 moms.
Well, tell me about your biological mom.
My biological mom. Very cool friend, you know. Just always took time to sit down with us and tell us. She gave us a lot of wisdom. She had a lot of wisdom in her. She was actually too old for her age, you know. She would teach us all these biblical stories. So we're very influenced biblically. And she told us the 10 Commandments. I could see the story. She would tell us the book of Revelations. She would give these quotes from Proverbs, and she would explain them to them. She would give the book of Psalms. I mean, that's what she mainly discussed. And she, you know, talked about the book of Generations. Genesis. Generations. Genesis. So she would tell us all these fascinating stories, man. So she taught us the morals of life, giving us a lot of wisdom. And I guess I absorbed it more than my other brothers. Yeah, she worked her hardest, man, to just continue to support us being that single parent with all those kids. Yeah, we were the welfare kids, but she took that welfare and she made us happy with it. She would sometimes give us our own individual boxes of cereal because we liked cereal. And on Saturday mornings, boom, it was on, dude. We was like in front of the TV with like a big bowl of like Captain Crunch, and we would just be killing it, man. But yeah, that's how she was. She always cared to her last dime, man. She would make us that ghetto food, whatever she could do. With that government cheese, she always hooked it up. Made sure we would have something in our stomach, you know. So she's a very, very caring person that just took her time with us. And she in return, we would always give her entertainment. Our relationship was just so interdependent, you know. We performed little shows for her, you know, like little acts, and I think that's where my acting began, when I would perform for my mom. You know, I'd rather be singing and all that stuff. You know, we're all singers. You know, she tried to make us one time out of a little Jackson 5 or what have you. But she always liked us because we always just entertained us until this day. She just remembered those days, and she is just always. She always likes when I send her like little skits and stuff that I do. She's gonna really enjoy the things that we have planned in the future. Let me tell you. But yeah, that was her. Now, unfortunately, the dark side of it is she had to bear with just that father figure not being around. She had to be the mother and the father to us. Yeah, she kicked our butts a lot, man. Kicked our butts. She was like a ninja with it too, man. Just don't expect it coming, but pow! You know, there's the hand right there, and you're like, how did that come out? Okay, I learned my lesson not to ever
like
do that again.
Mom.
Like Sinbad, yeah. Yeah, the magic hand. I think personally she carried like a magic hand in her pocket that just popped out every now and then. You know, she pressed her knee. Oh, I bumped the. She pressed her knee, and all of a sudden, it comes out. You know.
Sure.
She was just great, man. She's an angel, and I just wish that I could give her that American dream one day, giving her her own house that she personally designed herself, come up with her own ideas, and have the little fantasy things that she wants in there, like the unicorns in the yard and like the 7 dwarfs and Snow White and things like that. She's a very fantasy type person. Have the little fairies, you know, being in the yard, and you know, so yeah, I would love to just give her, you know, what she wants one day. You know what I mean? Before she passed away, I would love for her to achieve that, have that American dream. So she's a great person, best friend, somebody that I can always talk to about anything. Anything. Yeah, we have our little arguments every now and then, blah, 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 but that's okay. But that's what friends do. That's what friends are for. They debate and stuff like that. I just want her to be pulled out this previous situation that she's currently in. She's just taking care of various people, you know, and various people with kids, and I just want her to live the life that she wants. But she's just so giving. She got a heart of gold that she doesn't stop, you know. But hopefully one day that gift that she gives will be recognized. You know? So, very cool friend.
Tell me about your foster family.
Foster family, particularly my foster mom. She's a hoot. She's a comedic woman. She's also very strict. Very strict to the point where she monitors what I eat. She monitors what I watch. She monitors my bedtime. And that was like a totally different world for me when I got into her place. It was like boot camp. But I tell you to this day, man, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be speaking as clear as I speak now. Before, I was like mush mouth, man. You couldn't understand what I was saying. I had this other language, a lot of Ebonics, a lot of, you know, it's from the environment that I grew up in. She couldn't really understand me. She was like, if you want to get a job out there, Negro, you're gonna have to speak a little clearer than you speak.
Was your foster mom white or black? Or?
Oh, she was. I say she's Creole.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's funny because she's not Creole, but she certainly looks Creole. She got that kind of cool caramelic skin with green eyes and red hair, man. So
wow,
she's a foxy woman, kind of. You know, probably in her younger days, she's probably a hot commodity. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But she grew up with strict parents, and she carried that over to me, making me grow up in a strict environment. But she had reasoning for every time she did it, and that's the one thing I like about her. She makes me take responsibility for my actions. For example, you know what you did was inappropriate. Yes, I do. Well, how's that? She questioned me about it. What makes that inappropriate? Because of blah, blah, blah. And as a result, what do you think I should do? Well, I think I deserve this and this and this. Okay. Now that you said that, you pretty much planned your own punishment. So, she made me very responsible.
Yeah.
Very responsible. I mean, it just got to that point where first I became a little rebellious, you know. I don't think I deserve this and blah, 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 blah. Then she would get into my panties. Well, why are you crying about that, vagina? You know? Vagina face.
She called you that?
No, I'm just exaggerating the situation.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But if she did, I'll call child abuse on her so fast, so fast. But yeah, she did that. She disciplined me, man. She made me stay out of trouble. I don't think I was the type of kid to really drink and smoke and all that stuff from the get-go. Back in my old environment, I would stay away from drugs, and somebody tried to get me to sell crack cocaine one day. I held it in my hand, didn't smoke it, didn't deal it, and I just gave the person that back, and I was like, I don't want that life. You get shot that way, or you wind up looking like Skinny Tyrone, or something like that, or it makes women have babies that look like hamburger meat. You know, who wants that? So I stayed away from all that. I knew the consequences. I worked for a living since I was a kid. Since I was 11 years old, if it was pumping gas in people's cars for 25 cents, so be it. Did that to make a living, you know. And on top of that, I would take the money that I have and support my little sisters, you know, by giving them stuff. I mean, when my mom was just about exhausted and she couldn't do it, I would sometimes try to help. Couldn't out-top mom, but did what I could. Just went about my ways. But yeah, man, so my foster parent, she made me just develop that maturity really fast. It was a very big training process. And as a result, I'm literate, you know. I can read. Need to work on it some more, but brother know how to read.
Yeah.
I can analyze. My thought process is very good. I went to college, man. None of my family ever graduated. Graduated from high school. Well, one of my family, I think they graduated from high school, but none of them ever went to college. And I was the first one to go to college.
Yeah.
The only one.
Full ride scholarship.
What a full ride scholarship, man. So, being in that home, it changed my life. And I was with that foster parent for a long time. Didn't go to another foster home. Mm-hmm. When we're a single mom, you know, raised me up to become who I am. So, every day I'm thanking her for that. Every day I wake up and look at this beautiful Californian scenery, and I'm like, man, thank goodness that I don't have a bullet in my head right now, because those are kind of hard to get out. You gotta get tweezers to get that out. Yeah. Very hard, very hard. Did you ever get that before?
No, I was talking to 50 about that.
Oh yeah, that's right, 50. Yeah, you got, yeah.
And I think Nelly might have, because he had that Band-Aid for so long.
Oh, right, yeah. I was wondering about that Band-Aid.
But do you feel like the environment was the impact? Do you feel like you had a learning disability when you were younger?
Not so. It's just experience. That's all. Just exercise of the brain. I wasn't a very educated kid when I was growing up. I mean, nobody sat beside me, beside my grandmother, and taught me. By the way, I grew up with a deaf and blind grandmother.
Wow.
Who taught me these amazing things. Like, she also taught me the morals. And she also gave me wisdom and things. She taught me the one-hand manual finger spelling. You know, taught me a little bit of sign language. I want to brush up my skills more on that. And just not do one-hand manual, because according to the acting, the more you have on your resume, the more you get cast.
That's true.
So I could be like an interpreter with hands and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's regardless of these people being by my side or people like my grandmother teaching me, you know, a little bit about helping me with my multiplication, being deaf and blind. You know, I needed a little bit more education, a little bit more help, and I wasn't a kid that liked going to school. I mean, after I got bullied so much, it's like I don't want to go to school anymore because that's all I get, and get made fun of by kids, you know, because I couldn't read really well, and it just was a repetitive cycle. It was an ugly cycle. So it wasn't necessarily a learning disability. It was just about experience. I mean, I think I'm a brilliantly amazing guy. Don't want to toot my own horn like that, but I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I call myself a human being. And human beings are the smartest thing ever created. And as long as I'm a human being, I'm like a Renaissance man. I'm like a vessel. Teach me anything, and I can learn it, you know. And look at me now, of this conversation that I'm carrying with you. Obviously, I think I'm witty, you know. That's right.
That's right.
No, but yeah, it's just a matter of experience.
Right. You probably didn't have anybody that had enough real education to be able to sit down and teach you.
Yeah, see, you, for example, your mother was playing Beethoven when you was in the womb, my friend.
No.
No, yes, she was. Well, what's the secret, Dave? Why are you a genius?
I'm not a genius.
Come on.
I was a C average student.
Oh.
I got a 3.0 when I graduated from college, but
hey, Einstein did too.
I had like a 1.7, I think, in high school. Something like that. It was awful.
And so did Einstein.
So did George W. Bush. So there we go.
I think his are just beer, but anyway.
So what would you be doing if you weren't acting?
What would I be doing? Interesting question. I'd be inventing. I'd be doing something else creatively. Particularly, I would be inventing things that would obviously change the world. My specific concern right now is conservation of the planet, you know, resources and things like that. Just inventing, you know, new ways of just saving the planet. Like, personally, I'd be all over the electrical technology, you know. I'd be like going to space right now, homie. I'd be like on an astronaut journey trying to find the aliens. That's what I'm saying. I'll always be inventing. I've always been an inventor. I always try to find ways to fix the problem, you know.
So would you say that your acting is holding back the salvation of this planet?
My acting is holding back the salvation of this planet?
If you'd be fixing the economy or the climate and
yes, I do say that. No, they got other people for that, man. They got other people for that. But with my help, let me tell you this: we'll be living on Mars right now, homie. We'd be planet hopping,
farming the red planet.
That's right, farming it. Yeah, getting some weird greens going on. You know, alien greens. You know what I'm saying?
Little greens.
Little greens.
Yeah. Now tell the world what's in store for the future for Kariem Marbury.
Kariem Marbury is about the journey forward into another genre. Kariem Marbury is growing up. You're going to see Kariem Marbury in a lot more films with more dynamic acting, with more contribution to music, with more of a creative outlet that is going to touch mankind in gorgeous ways.
What do you hope for yourself?
I hope, first of all, I hope to make some money off of what I'm doing. Hello, acting. I hope to give my body to the craft so well that somebody comes up to me and be like, yo man, I love what you did. It changed my life. That is one of my ultimate goals, is to deliver the character to you and help you to change your life, to inspire you.
Do you have any advice for future actors?
The advice for future actors is, it's not all about you, and it is all about you. Which means you can't be as selfish as wanting everything on a silver platter. You know, these days you gotta work for what you want. Sheepdog David Grant is the perfect example. He works for what he wants. He don't go around just saying, give me all the time while he sit on his tush. He gets up and works for what he wants. So at the same time, don't be so selfish, but be selfish. Don't be so selfish to expect the world on a silver platter, but be so selfish for creating your silver platter in this world.